we started on the topic of the digital twins. Now we're going to expand on that. We'll be talking about the future of digital twins. We know that they are here. The bigger question is how and where they're going to evolve. So what does the next version actually looks like? So let's take a look at it together with the CEO of Twinzo, Michal Ukropec. Michal, join me on stage.
Ciao, ciao. I need to replace the picture. Sorry, 5 years old. Guys, don't you want to come to me? Please. Because sorry, but you know, there are just very, very few conferences where I like to do things I usually don't do and take a selfie. May I? Come, guys. What would I do without them? Thank you.
It's also very expensive to take pictures with us.
I didn't hear you, sorry. Okay. Do I have the clicker? Actually, I have just one slide. Okay. Really? I don't need it. So, and they parallel futures. The futures word is new. I invented it today morning because you are all the surveyors and students and CEOs and thank you, and sexy body. This was very cool and very good student. I liked it a lot because I wasn't that good student. So because I worked, I didn't study. So the parallel futures because Tomáš showed us the things from or related to cultural heritage. Arkadiusz showed us the infrastructure, city level, and things like that. But I am coming from very, very different environment. And it's actually not novice, guys, percentage, okay? Because usually when you need, or when you want to digitize something, you need to have some kind of scanning. Doesn't matter. In this case, it's novice. But it's just a coincidence. There is nothing particular about that. It can be Leica, Faro, whatever. The facility or whatever it is more or less static. Okay, you take the pictures, you do the scan, laser or Gaussian splat, doesn't matter right now. You have the documentation, okay, you update it after a year or two or something, and that's it. But what if the environment is dynamic, like a construction site? Do you really want to go every single week and check the scan and do another one? And is it not easier to have a drone which takes the pictures every single week, and then you have something like that, and you can compare, okay, this is last week, this is this week, this is 2 months ago, and similar information. And it's much better than a scan, because from above the things look really differently compared to the human height perspective. Or if you have the building already in place, but you want to sell it, also this is a digital twin, okay? Another Slovak guys, luckily enough, but okay, I don't like the layout, I rather choose that one, and okay, and I want to change the colors of the bathroom, and you know, even the mirror is not as I want to have it, and so on. Also, these are digital twins, okay? So if someone tells you this is a digital twin and this is a definition, la la la, okay? Sorry, just bullshit. Really, there are thousands of potential tiny differences between what a digital twin can be. I am coming from the industrial world, so I will switch to that topic right now. But even for some people, an Excel table is a digital twin, okay? So when you hear something like that, it can change your perspective. So, okay, and then you have the bill. And this is visual components. A simulation software, but it doesn't matter if it's visual components or Siemens or something else. We will see also something from NVIDIA, from the cell level to the plant level. You can program all the robots, so it's not just a simulation in the sense that what it should do, but it really programs the robot. So if there are 5, so they don't collide, and what should they do? Or if you have, in this case, again, an Naviscan, these Rico guys, German, tiny startup, and they can look at the scan, There's automatic segmentation, and you can do the layouts in the software without touching anything in a very, very simple and easy way. Okay, so these are digital twins. But then NVIDIA comes to you and says, Michal, this is a digital twin. Okay, this is the Omniverse, because they want to sell the stakeholders the super cool, super nice pictures of the future site. Okay, so this is from the BMW plant in Spartanburg. This plant at that time wasn't built yet. Okay, so these are not real pictures. You see no EVs, combustion engine. Okay, old stylish, brum brum. Okay, but for NVIDIA also this is a digital twin. This is platform called Metropolis, where you track people and there is a camera feed and it checks the movement of the operator, so you don't bend your back too much and you don't do this or that movement because it will harm your shoulders or neck or something in the future, and they want to avoid this. And this serves them, of course, as a material for future analysis. So, okay, so you see the spaghetti charts. You will see more spaghetti charts. Do we have spaghetti for the lunch, Michal? Nah. Okay, so this is a spaghetti chart, but also this is a digital twin. And again, from NVIDIA, but it's funny way, so this is a real picture, but that one is not. Okay? And what do they do is they compare the movement of the real operator with the artificial one, and they can generate thousands of potential videos. Okay, this is what he can do, this is what he did, this is what he didn't. So they can analyze the movement of the operator and say, okay, this is fine, this is not fine, because this is serving as a quality check. Okay, and then you see go, no go, it's good or bad, and then you can deploy this at large scale. Okay, so I am coming from this environment. However, I want to show you also something sweet and cute from our past. And this is the very, very first twinzo built in 2014. Android 4 KitKat for romantic souls. At that time, it was not even possible to take pictures from the screen because the Android didn't support it. And this is a very, very first project because twinzo at the beginning was about people tracking. We didn't know at that time that there is something like digital twins. And you see again the spaghetti charts and moving people, because we thought, okay, this could be a good case. Actually, it's not, okay? But then another guys came to us. This is one of the office building in Bratislava, and all these orange dots you see here are people, okay? And okay, this is Lukáš, and Lukáš is right now over there, and here you can see the temperatures and noise levels and things like that, again, in a digital twin. But then they come, Michal, but we have a little bit bigger building in Budapest. This is British Petroleum building, obviously an office. So if you think that this can't be done in Europe, yes, it can. Okay, GDPR is just paperwork. It's not that you can't. Okay, and you see, okay, 4 guys at the bar, and they have plenty of meeting rooms and focus rooms, and they want to see the condition of those. So, okay, Caspian, okay, it's free, 26 degrees, a little bit too much, but okay, let's go there. It's for 5 guys. Now I'm seeking quiet, silent, dry place, so I can go there. And all this information are available to all the people, so they are running on such totems, so it's available for everyone. Okay, so it's not just for one guy. And here you see again the environmental data for facility managers. However, also this is a case where we struggle a little with the money on the business case calculation side. Because this is in Abu Dhabi, the Golden Tower. The customer comes, okay, Michal, we don't know exactly where we will find the money, but we know we will find it. So we are going to integrate 1,300 sensors just in this one building. So you see who is sitting there, all the environmental data, everything what you can just imagine that a smart building could have on the level. And yeah, you know, the Middle East is in these things a little bit more advanced than Europe. You see not just on this or this kind of projects, but also on the infrastructure. But then we see, but the best business case actually is in the manufacturing / warehouses case. So this is one of the warehouses with the toys. It's very, very simple visualization from warehouse management systems. These are very old pictures. This is like 2017, 2018. So you see the difference between what we got at the beginning and what we have now. Because this is something what you don't see in plants usually, because they have still the paper boards, so-called FPS, fucking paper solution. It works like that. So they take the pen and they do the lines daily. Don't you think that your BMW wasn't done like that? Okay, this is very, very unusual. So they want to have all the data. However, how do you track something? Okay, and in this case, it's a camera, but it's camera useful for every case. Well, in this case, it was a topic, but in reality, you need to choose very, very wisely the technology if you want to track something, because most of your things are maybe static, but not in our world. In our world, the things are moving, and I want to see where the thing is right now, what did it do all day, how long did it take to get to A to B to C to D, okay? And here you see 38 information systems implemented, because usually they do the integrations just in the MES, Microsoft Excel solution. Okay, this is the most common tool everywhere. So the Excel, Arkadiusz, is the single source of truth, okay? Not whatever digital twin technology. And then they say, but Michal, this is nice, but we have many plants, okay? We don't have just one. We have 350, imagine that. This long list of factories worldwide, this long. And we want to see one by one. We have smaller plants like 10, 20,000 square meters to the bigger one, 50, 60, 70, even 2 million square meters. And they want to see how they perform so they can compare and that they can find the standard in the behavior of the plant. Because this world works like they're buying plants, they are selling plants, you know, like if you have something of 300 in an Excel file, you are just moving the lines between here and there and you don't care. So this is how the big world works. And this is actually the plant in the US we are going to visit next week in Detroit. So this is, let's say, the typical level, but when they want to have a really, really deep dive, and they want to analyze the, in this case, logistics properly. Here you can see the heat maps, the spaghetti charts. Okay, you can play the movie. It's like a movie. You see, okay, this is the time. So 6 in the morning, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 11, 12. The guy still doesn't move. Okay, after almost 20 minutes, he began to work. Johnny, what did you do those 20 minutes? And you can begin to ask these unpleasant questions. And you can take it. This is how the manufacturing world works. Okay? I'm always saying that automotive business is the 4th toughest after prostitution, drugs, textile, and then is car manufacturing. You are laughing, but it's really hard. And this is Beko, ex-Whirlpool plant, now it's Beko, but they want to see also the production. Because if you have this production line is 20 years old and that one is 5 years old and this is not having anything, you want to have one place where you integrate all the data points and see, okay, the production is running at 99 something %. Okay, cool, this is what I have expected, super satisfied, super happy. And this is how it was in time since the beginning of the shift. Okay, and this is post. Why? And the plant manager picks up the phone and again asks the unpleasant questions. Because if you consider that the typical manufacturing plant has a profit margin of 1 to 3%, every single percent counts, every minute counts. This is Škoda plant in Mladá Boleslav, like 1 hour from here, 2.5 square kilometers. And here you saw the energy consumption of the building. Okay, I want to cut the building into different floors, levels, whatever we call it, because I want to know, okay, right now we are producing ENIAC, and then the temperature is 22 degrees. Fine, I know ENIAC because it's my video, but I also want to know that the gate is open. Why? Because if you open the gate on one side of the plant and not the other one, in 30 seconds, your 500 euros in heating is gone. Do you want to have every 2, 3, 5 couple of hours throw the money out of the window? By the way, at Airbus in Toulouse, when they open the doors and they are taking the parts, I mean wings and the bodies of the aircraft, it takes 7 hours to get the temperature back to the expected level. Or here they want to check the roofs. So they have the thermal scanners of the roof, and they say, okay, and we fixed this part of the roof at that time, and this is a highly risky thing. And here we found the water on the ground in August last year, because they know that, okay, I found the water here, but it's not coming from there, it's coming from there. And they need to find the place. And this is okay, the port in Amsterdam, and again, all the shipping and logistics stuff. This is exactly a place where you see the big difference between the expectation and reality. You are expecting the LinkedIn video with fully automated stuff. In reality, they are just throwing the things from one box to another. It's pure mess. And on the city level, of course, this is in Amsterdam. I want to see where is the ship right now, and what's the noise level, and if the bridge is open or closed. The digital twin on the city level is always a topic. However, there is another problem, and that's the procurement process of such a thing. If you, and this is very funny, customers in the industrial, they don't want to see anything like this, because this is an evidence of how it was. But they don't want to show anyone how it was. They want to show how nice it is. That's why you see usually the nice 3D models and not your super proper scans, because they don't want to have the proper scan. The proper scan shows, okay, here was an oil leakage, here was water, here was this mess, whatever. They don't want to see this. So when you will pitch this kind of technology to your industrial customers, be careful what you are promising them. Maybe don't want to buy such a thing. Okay, documentation is not always the best thing. Or they have a production plan. This is a very, very simple demo, because we are now waiting for the data. This is brand new, like 2 weeks. And the thing is that they have a production plan. Actually, they have 80,000 of production plans. And they don't know what it takes to produce one thing in the distance point of view. So they want to visualize it. This is very simple, because they are not straight lines like you see here in the video, but they want to know in the end, okay, it's going to be 652 meters. And then when you have all these data points connected to the 3D model, you can begin to do the AI magic. Because then with the MCP model context protocol, if you didn't hear this yet, then MCP is something what you want to read about more. You can combine the stuff, the data points, convert it to a text, then talk about the 3D space with the LLMs, and this is the potential outcome. One of the possible digital twin futures. But which one will be the winner for you, I don't know. Thank you so much, and yeah, hopefully you saw something new.
Michal, thank you so much.
Sorry for the time.
No, you're just perfectly on time. 35 questions. You're really on fire, so let's just tackle them one by one. So, coming back to the building.
This is the most important question.
Yes.
And especially when you and your girlfriend goes there while you are married, okay? This is a real case, okay? But no one cares actually about the toilets, no one.
No one?
No.
Okay, but are people tracked there?
No.
No,
but this is very, very first question, always.
All right, so you were ready for this one.
Sex first.
Okay, so next one. How is information about a person's location actually collected? Do they wear some kind of trackers, or is it determined solely by see-through cameras?
There are like 10 different technologies you can use. Cameras, of course, as well. For example, but cameras you can't use at the office workspace, just in the plants, and it's very, very regulated stuff. But you have different kinds of tags based on Bluetooth. You can track the phones, you can track UWB tags, RFID. There are plenty of technologies, but we are always saying, please bring also the unions to the table, because you have to have a good case, because it has to help the people. It should not be a persecution tool. It doesn't work then.
Absolutely. It basically leads me to the next question. How do you handle the ethical implications of data tracking in regards to people and their privacy?
It's a leadership thing. If the plant manager is an idiot, you see it immediately in the company culture, and this doesn't work. The people will sabotage it, definitely.
Thank you so much, Michal.
You're right. Thank you.
Let's give it up for him. Michal Ukropec.